So it's Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by the Savage, Alen Babic. Alan, main event on Saturday night. You're no stranger, unlike Johnny Fisher, who's going into his first ever main event. You've been there before. Is that greater experience? Is that an advantage for you?
Yeah, today we were facing off, me and Johnny, and I saw that experience. I saw myself literally 12 years ago. I was knocking guys out 13 years ago. He was like, what, like 10, maybe 10. So it's a lot of nerves. It's a lot of everything. And I know it's going to be terrible for him. And I come into this fight as an underdog in my mind. My mindset is like that. And I don't think I ever had an easier fight build up.
Wow. So it's interesting you say that, no easier fight. I spoke to Johnny, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago. He said, you probably won't like this, but he said he'd have beaten you on his debut.
Who, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know he doesn't think that, so he wants to spice it up, but he's really new to this. He doesn't know how to do that, so that's his way of like either like talking crap or shit or so. I don't even know what that is, you know. In my time, we didn't do it like that, you know. It just I know he doesn't believe in that.
Yourself and Johnny have been on the same shows in the past. What have you made of his rise, his development, his journey?
Well, firstly, I was impressed by Johnny, but because he came off as an intelligent young man, you know, and then when I noticed he wants to be a tough man now, I was like, bro, he just drowned himself, like he can't breathe in this kind of environment. You know, that's I grew up in that stuff, and he didn't. He's just a good guy. He's a really good guy. So I think that was really bad for him to go the other way.
What do you make of him as a fighter? What do you think are his main strengths and weaknesses?
I think he's a good fighter like any other, but I saw literally thousands of those kind of fighters. He's not special, literally not. And my knockouts are far more better than his, and my resume is better. And then people I fought, even in the amateurs, to all the way to the professionals, I'm much more core into boxing. You know, so like I always say, boxing will be the judge of us. You know, I prepared my body to the fullest. I'm the probably the most ready I ever was in my life for this fight, and the boxing will be the judge. And I know the boxing. I know the boxing world. I know the boxing game, and the boxing game knows me much better than Johnny Fisher.
Now, we saw you in February against Steve Robinson. You were only 7 pounds heavier than your previous fight, but you were back up against the heavyweight, which we hadn't seen for a while. Did you feel better? Were you more comfortable in against the heavyweight?
No, of course, because I just don't care about the weight like before, like early Savage days. I just don't care. I can fight three weights at exactly the same weight, so I literally don't care about the weight. And they all think like I'm smaller and stuff, but I'm not that smaller than Johnny, like you saw. But if we stand next to each other, we're almost the same height and size. So I think they're very nervous right now, you know, because I'm not some small guy who gonna knock out. That plan is just not gonna work. The boxing will not allow you.
Is there something about your style that makes you more effective against bigger guys?
Well, of course, I always fought bigger. I fought bigger guys like literally 13 years ago when I posted on my Instagram. I knocked out a super heavyweight, and I was just 87 kilos. So literally my whole life, I fought at mostly heavyweights. I fought as an amateur in cruiserweights, but half of the fights were heavyweights. Whenever heavyweight was needed, I was there. You know, so I never mind heavyweights. So I found them even easier to beat in the cruiserweights. You know, and more exciting and everything. So I love the heavyweight game.
How do you feel the fight is going to go against Johnny Fisher? I know you think you're going to win, but what I mean is, Will it be a brawl? Will it be technical to start with and get hard later? What sort of fight will it be?
I don't care about that shit. No, I don't care about no technicality, bro. Listen to me. The old Savage is back. I just want chaos from the first second. So there's a high chance it's gonna end in the first second, in the first round. There's a high probability of that, and I'm not saying I'm gonna win 100%. I'm gonna put myself to danger like I do always fight. That's why everybody see me fight. I'm gonna put myself to maximum amount of danger. I'm not gonna preserve myself technique. No, fuck all of this shit. I'm doing it the old savage way. It's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be carnage. Second one, carnage, total carnage. Don't miss it. You don't wanna miss it.
How do you think he will respond? Do you think he'll meet you in the middle, or do you think he'll try and get on his toes?
I think he's brave and he has a lot of fans. He needs to be brave. So it's a requirement for this fight to be brave, just to take it. He was brave by taking this fight. So I think he will try to fight fire with fire, but that's very bad because against the savage, fire with fire is the worst you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. He should utilize his strength and everything. So I don't know nothing about that bullshit. So I know about the fire. So I know how it is to sink and swim. So he will just be he will be met with something else, something in the first 20 seconds. What will happen to him? It's just something really strange. He was never there. He was never in that place. When you have to fight for your life, literally, your body goes into survival mode. It's all those things, and I can create those scenarios. I did create those scenarios before. So I'm preparing something real nice for Johnny.
I'm sure he'll look forward to
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna
Um,
be helpful.
you mentioned all the fans that he's got there. As you said, it's his first headline fight. He's got all these people who've bought tickets to see him. There's no pressure on you, really.
Literally zero, brother. I can't be in the better situation, even if I painted it. There is literally no better situation for me. I'm ready. If you follow me and my Instagram, I'm ready as I ever was. I'm heavier than I ever was. I feel the best I ever was. So everything checks out great for me. And this fight is supposed to be for Johnny. So I'm conflicted in this because this all looks like the perfect ground for the Savage to come out, to come back to life, to start going to another world title and stuff. So I see Johnny as a stepping stone. Literally, I don't care. I really don't care about all his fans, all his. I don't know what does he do. Does he even do something media or what? I do literally zero care. I just go in and create craziest knockout to date. I am warning all of you. It's gonna be the best Savage performance. Either way it goes, I don't know how it's gonna go. Only Savage knows that. I don't talk to him about it. I just prepare my body. I prepare everything. Everything is ready. Savage take over.
And you said he's a stepping stone. What's he a stepping stone to? What do you want? Who do you want?
Well, after this fight, the doors for the Savage will be open again. And there's a very few fighters who can do that. You know that you're in boxing. After your first loss, most of them retire
Sure.
because it's a really tough game. It's a really tough game. And I was last year in so much depression and everything hits you at the same time. It's a really tough game. So after this fight, I'm fully back, like fully. And then we have so many plans. We talk to so many guys also to find deals, offers. We have a lot of offers. I can go literally 10 ways, literally. But I have a great team behind me. Dillian White is behind me again. And he always was. And he's gonna choose the path.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. Just to ask you a bit about the top of the heavyweight division at the moment. Tyson Fury, someone you sparred in the past, had good rounds from what he said and from what you said. Didn't go his way against Usyk not too long ago, but there's a rematch in December. What do you make of it? How do you see the rematch going?
Very tough fight. I think it was the best fight ever since Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, literally. So I really put that fight very high on my list all-time fights, and I think the fight's gonna be remembered for a long time. And the rematch, let's see it, because I don't see a point in Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk fighting anybody other than themselves. I don't see point. I just don't see any point in using them for somebody else. So they should have a trilogy, if you ask me, because everybody enjoyed that fight, and I would enjoy two more. So uh, victory wise, I think Usyk will have an easier task this time because he saw everything. He must have been wondering what he is so heavier and stuff and everything, but now he was with the man in the ring and he saw the boxing was the judge that day. Usyk was better. Usyk did win by 2 rounds in my books. So I think ha, I can't go with Usyk, but I kind of lean on Usyk's side now, as I leaned on Fury's side before the fight.
And have you seen Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois' interview segment that was on social media where they're being separated by security?
Yeah, that's another thing. It's this world now. It's crazy. It makes us do lots of crazy things. I don't think Joshua wanted to do that or Dubois wanted to do that. I just think they're trying to up the fight or something. I don't know. They told us also, me and Johnny, they're like, go there, yell at him and do this. I mean, it's just not natural. I've been through that. I've been there. I've done that. So it's really strange. So I think as much as they are like don't like each other, I think that they do respect each other. And that doesn't really show. They show you just the ugly parts.
Yeah, no, I understand. And
I would
Joshua,
like I would like it if we can go back to time when boxing was a gentleman's sport. Like way back in time, Jake LaMotta's time. Just shake hands, bro, and let's have a fight. Boxing is beautiful by itself. Doesn't have to be all this shit on the side. So I'm not really in for that.
I agree. Just to ask as well, we saw Joshua have a bit of a verbal argument with Carl Froch recently. I just wanted to ask you, as a boxer, does it bother you when former boxers, ex-pros, criticize you?
No, for me, it does zero things, zero problems, zero time of thinking about it. So I just don't. I had a lot of those from Croatia. Had a lot of those, and you just learn how to. It's a sink or swim situation, and you just learn how to swim. It's hard. It burns when you hear it the first time, but it literally lasts for 5 seconds, and then it's gone. No, and another listen. Nowadays, they say something bad about you, and that's the headline. And in another 5 minutes, the headline is changed 7 times. Somebody got stabbed, or somebody got there, or somebody got a baby. Just learn how to live with it. I don't think Joshua should spend much energy on that.
Good to know. And just before I let you go, how's everything for you outside of the ring at the moment? How's life?
Perfect. My life, like I said, I'm very grateful, and I've been back from the place where very few of us could go back. I was in a very, very low place, lowest I ever was, and now I'm back on top, and I just can't wait for this fight. Again, I'm enjoying in boxing, and I'm not even close to being done. Like they think I am, probably because they wouldn't take this fight but I'm just enjoying myself, enjoying this hotel, enjoying London again, enjoying everything. I can't wait for it. I just can't wait.
Alan, we really appreciate it. Please extend our regards to the Savage as well. We appreciate him making you available for this. And I wish you both the best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you. The Savage will be there.
Great stuff. Cheers, Alan. Take care.